Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you run over and subscribe to my bros over there at InSource TV. They got a lot of fire exclusive interviews. Yersk. Check they new joint with Mr. Full Moon. It's called Tales of a Killer Priest. Exclusive stories you never heard in your life. Yersk. Leave some comments. Tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. Links in the description and in the comment section.
The truth is speaking. It's Gen Pop Labs, certified cash. They don't know though. Lazatola.
Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you check that store link in the descriptions and in the comment section. Now I mean, and cop up one of them Gen Pop tees, hoodies, or accessories. Yer.
The truth is speaking. It's Gen Pop Labs, certified cash. They don't know though. Lazatola.
Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you check that store link in the descriptions and in the comment section. Now I mean, and cop up one of them Gen Pop tees, hoodies, or accessories. Yer.
Grew up on Cassidy by Franklin and Lafayette. Took a lot of L's, still excelling, they ain't stopped me yet. They ain't wanna hand over.
Hey yo, don't sleep. Real spitters with real bars is still out there, you heard? Check out the bro Sick in the Head from Staten Island. Link is in the comment section and in the description to this video. He blacking.
Back then, but he was one of the, kind of upper echelon dudes, and he was getting ready to bag me for the chain. You know what I'm saying? And Bark was sitting in the back. And somehow he must have seen the move, because that's what made Bark so powerful, because of the whole Tomahawk, Brownsville and everything. So, he guard for real. And he seen the move getting ready to go down. And all I remember him saying, yo, Mo, better not touch no guards, And
let me tell you something though, right? I was the leader of the Crips when I was locked up in the penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? It's on paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm from California. You know what I'm saying? I'm from LA. I'm from the Hill. You know what I'm saying? Hanson Hills. I'm from First Street, East Side, East Coast neighborhood Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm from. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to hide. Because I've been in and out of prison my whole life. I got 6 numbers. I've been sent to prison 6 times. My name is Tiny Chaos, BKA Chaos Low. I got a history of violence, documented. I put in work on my lonely, you know what I'm saying, on my own. You know what I'm saying? I shot a whole bunch of motherfuckers and went to jail for this shit. I went back 5 more times for smoking motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, AK-47 shit, assault rifle shit, broad daylight, gunning shit down in public. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in the Ohio State Penitentiary, level 5, level 4.
How many years you did?
Shit, I did 7.5 years in the Supermax Penitentiary. They refused to let me out, you know what I'm saying, because I was a threat, you know what I'm saying, to the COs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking up all the COs and shit, assaulting them and shit. Nigga caught some felonies and shit in the motherfucking pen and shit. I just knocked out 15 years.
What you mean you did 15 years straight?
Yeah, I just did 15 years straight. Just came home and shit on the 5th.
And you said they made you do the whole last 7.5 in one jail?
Yeah, 7.5 years in the Ohio State Penitentiary, Supermax. And that's where I launched my music career from. You know what I'm saying? Straight from a Supermax. You know what I'm saying? 23 and 1. You know what I'm saying? After I was in a hole for about 4.5 years straight. You know what I'm saying? After 4.5 years, you know what I'm saying, they dropped me down to a level, 4, you know what I'm saying, maximum security, but, you know what I'm saying, still the Supermax Penitentiary, so they let a nigga come out like 4 hours a day. But I wasn't allowed on the range with no more than 7 people.
How you caught that 4
4 years in the box.
Shit, I took over the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? I was at Lebanon Correctional Institution, you know what I'm saying? And it was a all blood, you know what I'm saying, and Aryan Brotherhood prison, you know what I'm saying? The Crips wasn't really that popular at that joint at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up, you know what I'm saying, taking over that joint, you know what I'm saying, recruiting and shit, started my movement called the Ohio Crip Organization, you know what I'm saying, and started recruiting and shit for that. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucking popos and shit, the motherfucking COs and shit was, you know what I'm saying, killing niggas and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? From other gangs though. You know what I'm saying? So them other gang members and shit from the other gangs and shit, they ain't ride for their homies and shit like they was supposed to. So I let it see known, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't gonna let the motherfucking police kill no Crips though. You know what I'm saying? So when they motherfucking tried to ride on the Crips, nigga, I rode on them, you know what I'm saying, and stumped the motherfucking CO out, put a hit on them and shit, you know what I'm saying. I put the hit out, you know what I'm saying, 3 of my motherfucking comrades and shit, jumped the CO, stumped him out, beat him down, fucked him all the way up. I took the gym hostage, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? All right, so one day, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucking, one of my homeboys and shit got into it with the motherfucking CO. So the CO came to me, because I'm the leader of the Crips and shit, you know what I'm saying. So the CO came to me, like, hey man, get your homies, you know what I'm saying, they tripping and shit, you know what I'm saying, get them. I said, man, what the fuck did they do to you? You know what I'm saying, what the fuck did you do to them to make them want to trip, you know what I'm saying? So I found out, you know what I'm saying, that the COs was fucking with them, you know what I'm saying, they put mace in my niggas motherfucking, in this motherfucking lotion, you know what I'm saying, and then they stumped my niggas, they searched his cell, tore his motherfucking cell up, stumped all this motherfucking food out, you know what I'm saying, so, shit, nigga. We rode on them motherfuckers.
And they gave all of y'all time in the box?
Yeah, we all got sent to the Supermax Penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? But, like, first, I said, look, I'm going to go ahead and, see, I wanted to get the motherfucking CO up off the motherfucking block, you know what I'm saying? Because he was starting havoc, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, the only way that a motherfucker going to get something done is if he, you know what I'm saying, take the motherfucker hostage, you know what I'm saying, take the gym hostage, refuse to leave, and tell the motherfucking white shirts, the lieutenants and all that shit, the warden, like, man, look, get this motherfucking CO up out the motherfucking block before we fuck him up, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first, you know what I'm saying, way I was trying to do it, you know what I'm saying, do it that way, you know what I'm saying? So I went down there, I united all the gangs though, you know what I'm saying? So before that, I was beefing with all the gangs, you know what I'm saying? I was beating all their leaders' ass and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, when it came to the police, I'm like, man, listen, we all got to come together, you know what I'm saying, and ride on these motherfuckers. And I took the motherfucking gym hostage. I united all the gangs, you know what I'm saying. We went inside the gym. I told one of the other gang leaders, like, man, go ahead and tell them motherfuckers we ain't leaving this shit until the warden come down here and listen to what the fuck I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So they did that, you know what I'm saying. The COs came up in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, hella deep and shit with their little riot gear and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I told them what it was. I said, man, listen, get this motherfucking CO up out our motherfucking block, you know what I'm saying, before it get easty up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna fuck this motherfucker up, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, we refused to leave, you know what I'm saying? So they said, man, we gonna do what you asked, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, if y'all just leave the gym peacefully, you know what I'm saying, we'll get him up out of there, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, I said, all right, I said, let me holler at my comrades. So I asked them, I said, man, listen, you want to take this motherfucker's word, or you want to get it cracking and just fuck these motherfuckers up? So they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, take him for his word, let him honor his word, you know what I'm saying? So we left the motherfucking gym. But I already put the hit out on the motherfucking CO. I'm like, shit, because we in the Lebanon, you know what I'm saying, on one side, it's 300 motherfuckers in the block. You know what I'm saying? On my side, it's 150 inmates. On the other side, it's 150 inmates. But we only allowed to come out one side at a time. You know what I'm saying? So when 100 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, came out on this side, because only 150 niggas didn't go to the gym that day. Probably about 100, you know what I'm saying, about 110 went to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I had about 100 niggas, you know what I'm saying, on the stage with me, you know what I'm saying, refusing to leave. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, when we go back, I'm like, shit, I already put the hit out. I'm like, shit, if they don't motherfucking get that CO up out of there, take off. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him all the way over. And that's what I, you know what I'm saying, I did. I put the hit out.
But they got him, y'all niggas ended up doing something to him, or they got him out of there?
Shit, they ain't get him out of there. So, shit, so on the way back from the motherfucking gym and shit, they was taking me back to the block. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up putting me in a hole because they knew I was the leader and shit. know what I'm saying, for some cool off time. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back to pack my motherfucking shit up out my cell, you know what I'm saying, the CO was still in the block. So I gave the head nod like, shit, go through with it. Fuck his ass up. So by the time I go back to the hole and shit, all shackled up and handcuffed, shit, the homies motherfucking pulled up on the motherfucker at the desk and got to jumping his ass and stumping his ass out, walking all over his head.
And what that police was doing to make dudes want to get him out of there?
Shit, he was abusing his authority, you know what I'm saying, going inside motherfucking cell, you know what I'm saying, tearing their pictures up, putting their shit in the motherfucking toilet, you know what I'm saying, just terrorizing their motherfucking cells, you know what I'm saying, jumping inmates, starting fights with them, you know what I'm saying, and jumping them and shit, killing them and shit, like them niggas, they was killing niggas, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean, beating niggas up to beating people to death?
They was beating niggas, he particularly was beating niggas down with the billy clubs, the billy clubs and shit, jumping them and just killing them and shit. That's what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? Fucking niggas up, knocking their teeth out with the billy clubs, all that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't going for that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been on some militant shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I be banging and shit, you know what I'm saying, on other gangs and all that shit, but the police is the #1 enemy in my book. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, all right, I can put all that other shit to the side, but when it comes to the motherfucking cops, you know what I'm saying, in the motherfucking penitentiary, nah, we gonna have to come together and fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers gonna do it, or I'm gonna fuck you up for not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm powerful, you know what I'm saying? Physically, and all that shit, like, period. Because I've been putting in work my whole motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? So I've been banging my whole life. So motherfuckers gonna listen to me because I lead by example. I ain't just the type of motherfucker that's just like, hey man, go mash the gas on the roller, go mash the gas on the ops. I've mashed the gas on the ops too. You know what I'm saying? On the police, I knocked some out on the regular. Like, I didn't assaulted at least about 4 or 5 COs myself. In Ohio, man, you got like 10 different gangs, you know what I'm saying? It's like 10 different gangs, you know what I'm saying? Now, all right, one prison might be full of, you know what I'm saying, this particular gang, you know what I'm saying, and numbers, you know what I'm saying, they usually be running shit, you feel what I'm saying? Whether it's a prison full of Bloods, you know what I'm saying, or a prison full of, you know what I'm saying, Crips, or any of the other gangs, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about quality over quantity when you fucking with me though. Because we gonna take to a extreme, you know what I'm saying? Shanking motherfuckers in the neck, beating the fuck out of them, running up in their cell, all that type of shit. It ain't no limit, you know what I'm saying, with my crew. You know what I'm saying? We sacrifice our life for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if we about to get some motherfucking extra time in the pen or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ride for respect. You know what I'm saying? We gonna die for respect. You feel what I'm saying? And that's for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But the police was the main motherfucking ops though. Because out here, I'm telling you, like, yeah, they really be doing that killing inmate shit. Do what the fuck we tell you to do, or we beating that ass. We macing you, leaving you in the cell. They macing niggas with Fox, you know what I'm saying, that heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they lock you in a motherfucking cell with no windows, no air, you know what I'm saying, until you suffocate and die. No medical attention, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go for that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga gotta die, go home in a motherfucking box for their respect, then that's what it does. Let me tell you something though, right? I was the leader of the Crips when I was locked up in the penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? It's on paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm from California, you know what I'm saying? I'm from LA, I'm from the Hill. You know what I'm saying? Hanson Hills. I'm from 1st Street, East Side, East Coast neighborhood Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm from. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to hide. Because I've been in and out of prison my whole life. I got 6 numbers. I've been sent to prison 6 times. I done caught murders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, feds on a nigga, all that. But right now, I done changed my whole situation around. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I am the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga ain't got to be in the streets, but I am the streets. So everything I rap about in my motherfucking songs, everything that I wrote in my books, that shit all real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to hide. Because everything in my life is documented, and I stand on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I've been to prison 6 times. You know what I'm saying? I done caught bodies. I done been in prison for murder. I done fucked COs up from juvenile all the way up until now. You know what I'm saying? I done did everything under the sun and did my time for it. So it ain't nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I done changed my situation around. During my 15-year bit, my whole immediate family died on me. You know what I'm saying? Except for my pops. You know what I'm saying? I lost, you know what I'm saying, 15 years of time with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fucked the nigga up. I lost my mama. I lost my grandma. You know what I'm saying? My kids had to grow up without me. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's real life. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? So I turned my motherfucking shit around for my loved ones, my kids. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I did in my past, I did it. I meant to do it. That's my past. Right now, I done turned my situation around. Now I'm a corporate businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't do nothing from this point forward to get caught up in the motherfucking system again, then I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm already a target of law enforcement and all that shit. But it's all good though, because I'm a powerful individual. You know what I'm saying? Now, the law enforcement already know that. The feds know that. You know what I'm saying? DEA, all them motherfuckers know that. Like, my name is Tiny Chaos, BKA, Chaos Low. I got a history of violence, documented. I put in work on my lonely, you know what I'm saying, on my own. You know what I'm saying? I shot a whole bunch of motherfuckers and went to jail for this shit. But nah, that ain't what's up right now. I'm a corporate businessman, so all that shit is in the past. I changed my whole situation around, and that's what make my story so unique. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping on that shit. And when I was 15 years old, I caught a body. You know what I'm saying? I stabbed a nigga to death. You know what I'm saying? Went to juvenile prison. I stabbed another nigga. And I kicked this other nigga eye out his motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? I did juvenile life all the way up until I was almost 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? Then I got out. Then I went back 5 more times for smoking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? AK-47 shit, assault rifle shit, broad daylight, gunning shit down in public. You know what I'm saying? On the ops, like, I put in that work. I did that. That's my past. It's already documented. So it's nothing for me to hide. And yeah, that shit cost me a lot of time behind the wall. And not only did I suffer, you know what I'm saying, my daughter suffered. You know what I'm saying? Not only did she suffer, my mama suffered. My grandma suffered. All the fam bam suffered. My homies, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a real one, you know what I'm saying? They needed me there. But now I'm back. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going back to the pen. Because I got my shit right. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't shit. Yeah, I took over every motherfucking prison I've been to. I've been in 8 prisons. On this 15-year bit, I went to 8 prisons. Got kicked out of all of them. 8 prisons in 9 years. That's why they put me in the Supermax. The niggas, you know what I'm saying, my co-defendant, oh yeah. Check D. One of my co-defendants, after, you know what I'm saying, I put the hit out, the motherfucking COs beat his ass until he motherfucking told him, I told him to do it. You feel what I'm saying? I got the motherfucking paperwork. We all went to court together. We all got charged for that shit. So after motherfucking court, I got my motherfucking what you call that shit, my discovery pack. Cause I already know the law and shit. So I got my discovery pack, found out all the evidence that they had against me. You know what I'm saying? I found out my motherfucking co-defendant was snitching on me. After court, cause I'm in the Supermax penitentiary, we all is. But they took the cuffs off, so I beat his ass after motherfucking court and fucked his ass up for snitching. X'd him out, put a hit out on his ass. You feel what I'm saying? Now anything that I'm talking about that I did, statute of limitations is up. 6 years, all that shit in the past. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping on none of that. I'm a rapper, I'm an author, and I'm a music executive now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But what my point was, you know what I'm saying, my co-defendants, they all left the Supermax prison and went to regular prisons and shit. They kept me because I'm so powerful, and they were so scared that I was gonna fuck up more officers. It wasn't even about me banging with other gangs and all that shit. They don't care about inmates. We can bang on each other, shank motherfuckers up every day. We can kill each other all day. But when you get to fucking up these COs though, the ones that's supposed to be the most powerful motherfuckers, administration, all that, that's when they deemed a threat. And I was a threat because I never bowed down to the system, never bowed down to the police. behind the walls or none of that shit. So everything that I did it on purpose, and it's in my past. You dig what I'm saying?
What made you go out to Ohio from Cali?
Because half of my family is from Dayton, Ohio, and half of my family is from Los Angeles. So I had the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? My mama, she from Dayton, Ohio. My pops, you know what I'm saying, he from California. You know what I'm saying? And my mom, she was living in California. You know what I'm saying? My family, they were living in California. Like, I got a big ass family, you know what I'm saying? Huge. You know what I'm saying? So and some of them come from Dayton, some of them come from Los Angeles.
And in both areas you was in, you was living in a bad hood?
I'm from a crip neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, called Hanson Hills, 818, Valley shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm from a crip neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? My grandma, you know what I'm saying, my other grandma, you know what I'm saying, on my father's side, you know what I'm saying, grew up around, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, you feel me? And I'm still from that hood, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I grew up around that. My family, you know what I'm saying, tried to steer us away from gangs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they started putting us in sports, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. Nigga, I was in sports, you know what I'm saying, played football, baseball, all that, you know what I'm saying? And then they wanted to move us, you know what I'm saying, out of the hood, you know what I'm saying? So some of them moved to Atlanta, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? And some of them moved to Dayton, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? And I was still going back. I had to move back to Dayton, Ohio because I was a juvenile, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she had a motherfucking a job offer, you know what I'm saying, with GM. So she bailed back to the 937, you know what I'm saying, her hometown and shit, Dayton, Ohio. So, you know, I'm a shorty and shit, so I had to bail with her. But I always went back and forth, you know what I'm saying, from Dayton to California as a child, you know what I'm saying? So in summertime, I'm with the homies. The rest of the time, I'm out here.
You said the first time you got locked up was for a stabbing. That was the first time you got locked up when you caught that?
Yeah, I had 3 victims. I was 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? I stabbed one nigga to death. I stabbed the other nigga, you know what I'm saying, on a separate occasion, you know what I'm saying, ripped his guts out. And then another motherfucking nigga, I stumped his motherfucking eyes out his head, you know what I'm saying? One of his eyes, shit.
Why y'all was, but that shit was over?
Shit, when it was over, shit, alright, shit, niggas tried to try me, you know what I'm saying? Shit. It really went over too much, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker tried to test my nuts, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to scrap, you know what I'm saying? So we knuckled up, you know what I'm saying? Shit. During the knuckle up, I was whipping that ass, you know what I'm saying? And his homeboys, you know what I'm saying, jumped me, shit. You know what I'm saying? And so when they jumped me, shit, I'm like, oh, y'all done took it to a whole nother level. They ain't know I was crippin', you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I had the coast bang on them. So I pulled that knife out and tried to murk all of them, but I only caught the primary motherfucker I was, you know what I'm saying, fighting and shit. So I shanked his ass to death. You know what I'm saying? Then the other, I mean, it was, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers just testing my nuts and, you know what I'm saying, just got their ass fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't started shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the type of motherfucker really, you know what I'm saying, to go fucking up innocent, you know what I'm saying, people and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I did something to a motherfucker, they had it coming. You know what I'm saying? I don't do senseless violence. I'm not a fan of senseless violence. I don't even believe in that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you always got to stand up for you know what I'm saying, for your respect. You know what I'm saying? And never take no L's. You know what I'm saying? So by any means necessary, I got to win.
And you was on a run for that? How long was it before they snatched you up?
Shit, they snatched me up right while his body was on the motherfucking ground bleeding in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was the main, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the last one. Like, okay, the other 2, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happened like a month prior. But the murder, you know what I'm saying, that happened a month after. So as soon as I killed the nigga and shit, they got me right then and there.
And how much time they gave you for that?
Shit, juvenile life. I did from 15 years old all the way up to I was almost 21. Probably about 6 months before my 21st birthday.
And then you came back home to the same hood?
Yeah, I went to Dayton and shit. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of motherfuckers was talking about, oh, we gonna murk him. You know what I'm saying? He better going back to Cali and shit. We gonna murk him. You know what I'm saying? So I felt challenged. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, oh, y'all gonna murk me and shit? Okay, well, let's go to war then. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I went back to California trying to do my rap career and shit, but, you know what I'm saying? The streets kept calling me and shit. know what I'm saying? I went to Vallejo, California, you know what I'm saying? Tried to get my rap career off the ground and shit. But I ended up coming back. I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? So I had to come back to dating and shit, you know what I'm saying, to take care of her and shit. So I came back, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I've been going to war with the whole motherfucking city ever since then. But at that time, I felt like I had something to prove. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't running from shit. And if y'all want to get it cracking, let's go. So, shit, I stayed, I went to war, caught a whole bunch of more cases. Gunpowder all on my hands, you know what I'm saying? Fingers and shit. Yeah, smoked them niggas. Went to jail, did my time. Paid my debt to society. Got out. 5 more times, you know what I'm saying? But now I got the shit right. You know what I'm saying? Before, I ain't had that shit right. You know what I'm saying? Now I got it together. But your past always gonna come back to haunt you. Probably. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Can't take that shit back. Only thing you can do is move forward. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit. If them niggas, you know what I'm saying, want to tuck their tail, just go ahead and forget about it. That's cool. Forget about that shit. If they don't want to forget about it, they got to keep looking at their war rooms for the ones that, you know what I'm saying, survive. And they feel like they want to get some get back. I feel like it's too late because they snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? They came to court and they snitched on me. So it's too late for some get back. You already proved you was a mark.
And now you back in dating now?
Man, I'm motherfucking back. But I'm moving like a ghost though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm back in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I tried to go to California, but they didn't improve the address. You know what I'm saying? I tried to go down to Atlanta. They didn't improve the address. So basically the system just threw my ass right back into the same motherfucking environment that I left from. And now they watching me like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was alerted that due to my violent history, you know what I'm saying, that they gonna watch a nigga. But I ain't tripping on them watching me because I done had enough of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I'm always gonna see me. I'm always gonna see me. Chaos low. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on a whole nother level now. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, bailing through the motherfucking streets, beefing with motherfuckers about nothing. I'm chasing the bag. You feel what I'm saying? I done threw my motherfucking rap career down the motherfucking drain all this motherfucking time, and I finally got a chance to reclaim my throne in this rap game. So that's the most important thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing of that other shit, that shit don't matter. It's all about positive energy though. You know what I'm saying? It's all about making positive moves. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy X-Rated Low, you know what I'm saying, for Sacramento, California, he told me one time when we was having a talk, he was like, man, it ain't about how many people you hurt. It's about how many people you helped. And that shit meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I got to thinking about that shit like, hold on, man. It ain't about how many people you hurt. It's about how many people you helped. And you know what? I always felt good about helping motherfuckers, though. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather help a motherfucker than hurt a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather save a life than destroy a life. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being me. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got a perk, you know what I'm saying, and act like a character and shit. Like, oh, I know I'm about that action, but at the same time, I got love, loyalty, and respect for everybody that deserved it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see everybody win. Everybody can't win because you got haters, snitches, rats, all that slimy ass shit out here, right? But if a motherfucker is trying to do something positive with their life, I support that shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? And if I can help another motherfucker that's in the streets get out the motherfucking streets, you know what I'm saying, and doing something positive with their life, I'm down with that shit. Because that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I'm alive for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm alive, you know what I'm saying, to help motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been there, did all that shit. And I made it to the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? I took over the streets. Literally. I took over the penitentiaries. Literally. Now, I didn't already accomplish those negative goals. Now I set positive goals for myself. So now, I'm trying to tap into this industry and put myself on the map and treat myself to life and do what the fuck You know what I'm saying? It's in my heart. And hip hop is my heart though. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So instead of killing niggas, shit, I'm trying to kill these beats. As far as my life story, I wrote 2 books while I was in Supermax as well. You know what I'm saying? My first book is called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. You know what I'm saying? My second book is called Still Can't Stop. The second book, you know what I'm saying, it's tell my whole life story, get some cautionary tales. You know what I'm saying? The first book tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning all the way up until the end. So I continued that shit. So I got those 2 books. You know what I'm saying? And I put it all out there on the table. It's facts to every fucking thing that's in the book. You know what I'm saying? Like paperwork. I'm about to start uploading paperwork. I got paperwork though, like major paperwork though, all the work I put in. You know what I'm saying? As far as the prison shit, my ops respect me. My homies respect me behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? I ain't took no L's, you know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga. I got pen, motherfucking, I got a rep. Ain't nothing on it, you know what I'm saying? Like no smut on my name. Never bitched up, never ducked no work, never snitched, never been to fucking one of them fruitcakes, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I always stood tall on principles. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that action. I takes off. You know what I'm saying? I almost made it to death row. Yeah, the story is deep. And anybody, I don't give a fuck who it is, anybody that was in the Ohio prison system, anybody, can't nobody say Chaos Low was a mark. Can't nobody say Chaos Low got beat up. Can't nobody say none of that shit. At all. It don't exist. And I challenge that. We can have a who whoop Chaos challenge? Nobody. Who motherfucking challenged Chaos to a fight and he tucked his tail? Nobody. It don't exist. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking COs respect the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, let me explain this though. Now about the little takeover and shit. You know what I'm saying? I stood up for my prisoners' rights. The police didn't even do shit to me. You know what I'm saying? They don't. When they search my cell, they make sure they don't even fuck my shit up at all. I ain't never got my cell tossed the whole time I ever been in prison. But other motherfuckers, like some of my homies, they got their shit tossed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? So they respected me. I put my life on the line for my homies. You know what I'm saying? I sacrificed my life for the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Because they fucked with my homies. They didn't fuck with me. But I wasn't gonna, but they represent what I represent. So when you fuck with them, it's like you fucking with me though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did it. I stood up for my homeboys' rights. You know what I'm saying? My rights didn't get violated. They didn't come talking about Chaos Law. They ain't do none of that. I takes off. You say something crazy, CO say something crazy to me, I knock their ass out, split them. I send them all to the hospital. I got the paperwork on that. Multiple COs. Not just one CO. I whoops all the COs, man. Like, that's what I do. And they know this, so therefore they don't fuck with me. But when you fuck with my homies, and you motherfucking put they, like you gonna kill my homies, now it's time to ride. I'm not gonna sit there and let you kill my homies. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You do something to my homies in front of me, I'm taking off. I'm not the type of leader that, oh man, go clap this nigga. Go crash on that nigga. Nah, we gonna crash. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm in a situation like I was to where I'm in a hole, go ahead and crash. And I clean up anything that needs to be cleaned up. Because I put in work. And I love putting in work. I love getting physical. You know what I'm saying? That's what I does. You know what I'm saying? So that's what all that shit was about. I was standing up for my homies' rights. I was standing up for prisoner rights. They ain't do shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And then after, you know what I'm saying, this shit happened, they fucked CO up. They didn't come in my cell and jump me and fuck me up because they knew what was gonna happen. The whole mother. And then when I went to Supermax, I was still putting hits out on COs. You know what I'm saying? Until I got my music career off the ground. You know what I'm saying? So I started East Coast Mafia Entertainment from the confines of my cell in Supermax prison in 2016, but it really went live in 2017 though. Started dropping multiple albums from prison. You know what I'm saying? They threatened me with time in a hole. Oh, you gonna go to the hole, you keep on motherfucking rapping. Oh, we gonna put you on motherfucking phone restriction, you keep rapping. They took my checks and stopped cashing them. I said, bitch, I ain't motherfucking stopped rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep rapping, bitch. You can't silence me. So I kept rapping. I went on phone restrictions so many times. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. I ain't give a fuck about the consequences. Got paperwork on that too.
You was letting people record you a cappella without the beat, and then they was placing your shit on the beat?
Yep. I got a producer. His name Dre Manuel. You know what I'm saying? And I rap that shit over the phone. Cause that's all we had in Supermax was the motherfucking prison phone. So I rap that shit over the phone. He real good with mixing and mastering, great with the beats. You know what I'm saying? So he placed my shit on the beats and we made magic. I dropped like 6 albums from Supermax.
And where them joints is on streaming platforms and all of that?
They on all the streaming platforms. I was getting big bag in the motherfucking joint. You know what I'm saying? For just rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm out, so I get to go in the studio and make that shit real for real. But yeah, my shit on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? And then how I stopped putting hits out on motherfuckers. I put hits out on inmates too, cause a couple motherfuckers owe me some skrill and shit. So you know I had to get their ass too. But you know what I'm saying? I told them this. I said I'll stop putting hits out on motherfucking COs. If y'all leave me the fuck alone, let me keep rapping and shit. They said, all right, man, do your thing. I'm getting flyers. I'm promoting. I'm doing marketing straight from my Supermax sale. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting 100 flyers a month printed up. You know what I'm saying? Sent to me. I'm sending it to prisons all over the motherfucking United States. They got JPay. You know what I'm saying? I did that my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Flyers every month. 100 motherfucking flyers I get printed out, and I put them in the mail in my motherfucking in the envelope shit, and I send them to all the motherfucking states, all the prison motherfucking states that got JPay. And motherfuckers been rocking with my motherfucking music and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna keep on motherfucking rapping. Y'all gonna leave me the fuck alone, though. You know what I'm saying? If you try to come between me and my rap motherfucking career, I'm putting some hits out on y'all motherfuckers. They said, all right, man, just go ahead and keep rapping, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no smoke. And that's how the fuck my catalog is that big right now. You go on any platform and look up Chaos Low and see how many songs I recorded and how many albums I put together from Supermax. I'm the first motherfucker that did it from Supermax, though. I launched a whole fucking label from Supermax and recorded 6 albums, dropped 2 books, and music videos from the Supermax sale.
That's the name of the jail, Supermax?
Nah, it's called Ohio State Penitentiary, the Supermax prison in Youngstown, Ohio. Supermax. Not Premax, not Max, Supermax, 23-in-1, SHU program.
What turned you out to the streets?
Shit, what turned me out to the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, my homies was getting money. You know what I'm saying? And my homies was cripping, you know what I'm saying? And I fell in love with the Crip gang. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning around, I'm looking.
In high school, junior high school, what?
When I was 13 years old, I got quoted on the set. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the Crip neighborhood, but when I turned 13, I got jumped in. You know what I'm saying? And I've been going hard for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm naturally just like, I'm a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smart individual. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that understood. I was always a smart little nigga. But that school shit, that shit didn't interest me. You know what I'm saying? I was in sports and all that shit. That was fun. But cripping was even funner. You know what I'm saying? And I fell in love just looking around, seeing my homies ride, hitting switches. You know what I'm saying? And shit, just having money, big ass chains and shit. Shit, money, shit. Shit, I fell in love with the Crip gang. You know, it was lavish shit. You know what I'm saying? All the Crips I know had that bag. Nice cars, clothes, hoes, all that. So shit, I wanted the Crip. I wanted to get rich, Logan.
And what was your family structure like in the crib like?
My family structure was cool though, for real. You know what I'm saying? My mom, you know what I'm saying? She worked. You know, I'm the only child. Let's get that understood too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no brothers. I ain't got no sisters. All I got is my cousins. You know what I'm saying? In my family, I got a huge family. A lot of my family is successful. They, you know what I'm saying? Most of my family, they ain't even into gangs at all. You know what I'm saying? They entrepreneurs, they work, you know what I'm saying? They go to college and shit. You know what I'm saying? I come from a good ass family though. You know what I'm saying? I childhood was magnificent. Had everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Christmas, never motherfucking ordered some shit that I ain't get. You know what I'm saying? I had it all in the palm of my hand. You know what I'm saying? My mama went to work, GM. My pops was locked up in the California, you know what I'm saying, California shit, you know what I'm saying, CDC. You know what I'm saying? He did a whole bunch of time, you know what I'm saying? So it was just me and my moms, you know what I'm saying? But my mom worked so much, you know what I'm saying, overtime, all that shit, chasing the bag, I'm out in the streets.
So it was never no type of father figure in your crib growing up?
Nah, my pops was locked up, you know what I'm saying? He stayed in contact with me through letters, you know what I'm saying, and motherfucking phone calls, but nah. Mom Dukes, she ain't fuck with niggas though. Like, you know what I'm saying? She put me and her money first. So it wasn't no niggas in and out my crib, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she just worked hard. She was a strong, independent woman. You know what I'm saying? And she took care of her child. But her child was a husband. I chose that though. I chose that route. You know what I'm saying? It's just in me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain it. It's just in me. You know what I'm saying? I chose to go down that route. I didn't have to, but I wanted to, and I did. You know what I'm saying? It's a few of us in my family, you know what I'm saying, that went down that route. But the rest of the family, nah, they successful. They go to NFL and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got successful people in my family. I was the black sheep though. And everybody kept telling me, like, get your life together, you know what I'm saying? Gaming me up, lacing me up. Like, shit, just lacing me up, you feel me? All that positive talk. But that shit was going in one ear and out the other. Because I was blinded by the streets.
And who was your OGs? Like, who was the dudes that was older than you in that hood? That you was up under?
Shit, all my big homies, you know what I'm saying? Big Chaos, Baby Chaos, Pappy Loco, Money, you know what I'm saying? Shit, them was my big homies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But they don't, you know what I'm saying? They always guided the nigga in the right direction though, for real. You know what I'm saying? They always, they talk positive to me too though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they like, man, go out there and crash out and do all this type of stuff. They ain't send me on no missions. You know what I'm saying? I send myself on missions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See, I was loped out, you know what I'm saying, to my brain. You know what I'm saying? But shit, for real, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers do positive shit. We just bang crip, you know what I'm saying? But I chose to do all the shit that I did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, was
ain't
it
nobody
anger?
send me to go do shit.
Was it anger that was up in you, or is it just you wanted to rep for the set because you loved the dudes that you was around and you wanted to prove your loyalty, or was it just straight anger in you for some reason?
It was more anger in me than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was born, you know what I'm saying, angry than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I was just angry. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think that anger come from though? Your pops being locked up or what?
Yeah, the anger came from my pops being locked up, you know what I'm saying? And me not having no motherfucking brothers and sisters and shit, you know what I'm saying? My age to fuck with.
Yeah, I'm an only child too. I'm an only child too. No brothers, no sisters.
Yeah, so therefore, yeah, so I had to fight hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When I go, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's say I'm not in California and I'm in Ohio. I got to go to school in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? And they don't, at that time, they ain't know nothing about this cripping, but I'm cripping though. You know what I'm saying? So through hood to hood, I got to fight. I can't go get nobody in Ohio. Now, if I'm in California, it's a whole different thing, but in Ohio, I got to hold it down myself. You know what I'm saying? So when I get in a fight with some motherfuckers and shit, I gotta fight all them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta go hard, shit. In school, gotta go hard, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gotta fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? I chose to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? I stood up for my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? My mom always taught me that shit though. She always taught me. She taught me how to fight. She taught me how not to take no motherfucking shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? She taught me everything for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it up to her. You know what I'm saying? I done got whooped with stitching cords. You know what I'm saying? I got whooped with motherfucking belts, belt buckles, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that made me motherfucking hardcore right there. So when I'm getting my ass beat with stitching cords and motherfucking belt buckles and leather belts and shit at home for fucking up, when I go out there in the streets and fight some old regular ass nigga, they can't hurt me. I got webs and all types of shit on my face, back and arms and all that shit. I think I whooped like Jesus, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
now let me
how
ask
the
you
fuck
this,
can
bro.
somebody hurt me?
Let me ask you this. Now, you know, all of us grew up, you know, with our moms. If you grew up in a black household, a lot of us grew up with our moms wilding out when it comes to beating us, like niggas using extension cords and belts and making motherfuckers get in tubs with water and shit, all that crazy shit. Now, now that we older and we wiser, we understand that some of this motherfucking shit was really abuse, and that shit stems from, you know, side effects from slavery and all type of shit because of the way our ancestors was beaten, fucked up in slavery and beaten to submission. And now that you a grown ass man, like, does that shit, is that some of that anger that you had from getting beat in the house and shit like that?
Well, look, I put it like this, right? I feel like she did what she had to do by doing that to make me tough. Cause a single black woman trying to raise a boy and turn him into a man is kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a tough mother, you know what I'm saying? My mom got 5 brothers, you know what I'm saying, and 1 sister. So she grew up, you know what I'm saying, being tough. So she had to make her son tough. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be inflicted with pain in order to know how to, you know what I'm saying, adapt to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And be tough, like nothing can hurt me. Now, when I did get my ass whooped and all that type of shit, I can't fight my mama. I can't put my hands on my mama. So I take that shit out on motherfuckers in the schoolyard, in the fucking, in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say something, oh, you got webs. Okay, well, nigga, you about to have some webs. Nigga, broke motherfucking eye socket, nigga. Cause you talking about my webs, nigga. So I fucking nigga up. I take that shit out on motherfuckers in the street. So yeah, I redirected my anger to the streets. You know what I'm saying? When I come home, get my ass whooped, boom, 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 boom. Then I go to the streets and kick somebody's ass like, oh yeah, nigga, I just got my ass whooped. Now it's your turn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can't put my hands on my mama. Cause I got so much respect for her. You know what I'm saying?
What was you getting your ass whooped for? Was you doing crazy shit, or do you feel like them ass whoopings was unnecessary? What type of shit you was doing?
They was very necessary because I burnt down my motherfucking grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? I done threw one of my motherfucking homeboys off a goddamn creek. You know what I'm saying? Bust his motherfucking head. I was fighting in school. You know what I'm saying? I kept getting suspended and shit. I never did my motherfucking homework. You know what I'm saying? I went to school and got in a bunch of fights and shit. I just kept fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got my ass whooped for. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept getting, she was real heavy on education. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, but one time, like, she was real heavy on education. So, on the spelling side, like, she used to want to make sure a nigga know how to spell and not be dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to do spelling bees and shit at the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, spell this word, spell that word. Nigga, get that shit wrong, get that ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Until you spell it right. You know what I'm saying? That's why a nigga know how to spell like a motherfucker. You feel me? So, she was doing that shit to make a nigga smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga, you gonna be smart than a motherfucker if anything. So, in order to get a motherfucker to do something, you know what I'm saying? She felt like she had to inflict some pain on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, did it work? It worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked. But at the same time, shit, nigga, I redirected my energy, my negative energy, to the streets. And fucked them niggas up because I got fucked up. So, yeah, that's how it happened. But I don't regret that, though. Like, I feel like that made me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember all that shit. So when the COs, like, I done got into the fight with the COs broke my motherfucker. They pulled my arm out of socket, tore all my motherfucking tendons one time, shackled me down to the bed for motherfucking hours. Man, that shit wasn't about nothing. As soon as I broke out of motherfucking restraints and whooped the fucking CO's ass. Like, that's why pain is nothing to me. You feel what I'm saying? Pain became my friend. So anytime that I get into fights with COs and shit in the prison and get restrained and shit, it's nothing to me because you cannot even get on the level of what my mama did to me. You feel me? So that shit ain't about nothing. But I feel like it made me motherfucking hardcore. So I mean, I like that shit though. Like I don't regret that shit. Would I motherfucking do that shit to my kids right now? Nah, not at all. But like I said, man, she had to turn a motherfucking a boy into a man and make him tough. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like when you got a fucking dog or something, a pig. You gotta make that motherfucker tough. Make that motherfucker eat gunpowder or something. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make a motherfucker a fighter. So then he won't go out there and get curved out, hold out, shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what pain is. So if you don't feel that level of pain, shit, can't nobody do shit to you. That's how I put it.
But you know, I'ma keep it real with you, man. Like, as another black man and shit, you know, when I hear shit like this that you talking, you know, I got a tear in my eye right now, my nigga. Like, I'm holding back tears right now because at the end of the day, it's like, it's fucked up how our people gotta go through so much fucking pain, my nigga. Why the fuck we gotta be motherfucking stabbing and cutting and shooting and killing and getting whoopings, and why the fuck we gotta go through it? Why the fuck is that our fucking cards that we got dealt in life for hundreds of fucking years? You feel what I'm saying? That shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy that, you know, our people, man, we gotta be so fucking hard. You feel me? It's just fucked up, my nigga. It's fucked up that we gotta grow up like this, man. That shit ain't cool. And you know, the type of pain you speaking about right now, little do you know, this shit gonna heal a lot of other motherfuckers out there that been through the same shit you been through, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And the shit is just fucked up, my nigga. It's fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, shit hurt, man. It hurts. But yeah, bro. Let me save this shit. Let me save this right quick. Hey, yo, you might want to subscribe to this page, man, because we doing some good work out here and we being appreciated out there. You heard? We got major entities and superstars and things like that reaching out each and every day, showing that love. You heard? Ain't nothing better in the world than actually being appreciated. Make sure y'all follow the bro on Instagram and tell him LAZ sent you. Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. And that's a fact. Brooklyn, we in the building. You understand what I'm saying? We moving out here, man. Shout out to everybody watching the channel. Everybody subscribe to the channel, man. I mean, it's beautiful. Make sure y'all check that story of Pottersfield. That's out now, episode 1. You feel me? I'm about to film episode 2 probably tonight. You heard? It's ugly. Don't sleep on this joint right here because it's ugly. But yeah, man, we moving out here, Gen Pop. We doing big things. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm excited, super excited, because we dropping our first Cali episode right now. And it's going to be flames. You heard? Our first Cali episode. Know what I mean? We on the west with it today. You heard? West side. Let's get it.
Cheese, you know what I mean? He wanted peanut butter and jelly. I said, fuck you on that peanut butter and jelly. I'm giving you this bologna and cheese. And we had to get it up. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it was get it how you live type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So my first fight was over a bologna, over a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wait, so, you said this is in San Diego?
No, look, this is the detention, the actual prison is in Kern County. It's called Wasco State Prison. That's Wasco State Prison. And I was just going to break it down from leaving the county because I was going to give everybody, like, you know, the details of catching the chain, that 8-hour bus ride up there.
All right, now we rolling already. So you said this was your first real fight in state prison in California?
Yeah, this was my first real fight in state prison in California, man. And I'm going to break it down like this. I'm going to start at, you know, I got to really give everybody the meat and potatoes behind everything that we go through out here. So I'm going to break it down from leaving the county jail. You know what I'm saying? Describe how, you know, break it down how it was catching that chain, man. Catching that chain was terrible, man. You know, so this is coming from, like I said, this is coming from Marietta Detention Center, or Wasco, or not Wasco. This is Southwest Detention Center, right, in Marietta, California. That's the county jail that I left from going upstate to Wasco State Prison. So initially they popped my cell or whatever at 3 o'clock in the morning at the jail, right? Boom. Get my little bag lunch or whatever. They call me downstairs to catch a train to go to state prison. Man, I didn't know really what to think about the state penitentiary, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What
you hear all
what they mean? What's that? What they mean when they say that? A chain? That's the bus?
Yeah, the chain is the bus. The chain is they call it the Gray Goose, but the chain is the bus that transports you from the county jail upstate. So it's a long bus ride. It's a certain bus they use. They use this big, gray, ugly bus, stink like shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's equipped for the guards, to have guns and everything to be able to ride with you all the way upstate to where they drop you off at a reception center, which is R&R, whatever reception you hit. There's a couple different reception centers they have. Sometimes they might be running like Delano and Wasco, or like certain ones in Kern County, different counties, just depending on what county you caught the actual state prison bus to the prison from. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you get up in there or whatever, you know what I mean? I walked up in there, and like I said, I don't know nothing about prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never went to county. I caught all this time. I knew that I was going to have to survive this bid. I didn't know how I was going to survive this bid.
What
you know
mean?
what I'm saying?
You was out on bail fighting your case?
I was actually. My bail was $1 million, so I couldn't bail out. I was in county jail fighting my case. So I fought my case in county jail for 11 months, and then I took a plea deal. So my plea deal was 6 years, 8 months with 85% and 1 strike. So I had to go upstate to do that time. They're not gonna let me do that time in county jail. You get what I'm saying? Mm. So within after I took my plea deal, within a couple of days or so, you do all your last little shit or whatever in court, and then they send you upstate. You know what I'm saying? So I went upstate or whatever after I did that 11 months. By the way, I was fighting a life sentence for that 11 months before the DA actually came with a deal. So I went upstate to do that 6-year bid, that 6-year, 8-month bid. 6-year, 8-month bid. So I get up to Wasco State Penitentiary, which is the reception center, right? And I walked through. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect about prison, man. Like, you hear so many different stories about prison, and I knew that I was gonna have to be in here for a minute, man. I didn't know how. I knew it's only the strong survive at the end of the day. And I knew that I can get through county. My county bid, it was long, but to me it was nothing, because it's not the same type of politics, not the same type of action that you get when you up on them prison yards. You know what I'm saying? When you in that cell one-on-one with your cellie, he tripping, or whatever the case may be. When them race riots go off, it's not the same type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like in county, they don't got real guns like that. But in prison, they shooting at you with live ammunition, bro. They got mini 14s up there, with live bullets and block guns. They shooting from them towers, bro. They dumping it to kill you. So that's a whole different type of beast. So I walk through R&R, they do that embarrassing ass search, they get you butt ass naked, everything, have you squat cough, lift your nut sag and ass, whatever, all that, you know what I mean? Which is just terrible, because you're in front of a bunch of not only inmates, other men, you feel me? But you're in front of a bunch of staff, and this is women, and police is women, and different things like that. So they just embarrass you in front of the whole office and everything, right? So at this point, man, I'm so tired from that bus ride. Come on, man, it's an 8-hour bus ride on bullshit ass bus, all the way from down south, Southern California to Northern California. You know what I mean? So I'm tired, I'm exhausted, everybody's exhausted. So we get off the bus or whatever, you go through the search, you go through your medical. They gotta medically make sure you're okay before they can actually house you and classify you, whatever. But then they classify you based upon a point system, bro. I don't know if you ever spoke to anybody, or if you guys if New York got a point system out there or anything like that, but we got a point system out here. And based upon the point system out here in California, you know what I'm saying, you go to a 4-yard, a 3-yard, a 2-yard, or a 1-yard, right? Or you can go to a fire camp or a camp, or whatever the case may be, if your points is low. So you got people coming to this reception center, right? Everybody got different charges. Some people got low points, some people got high points. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they classify me or whatever. I just missed the mark, brother, just missed the mark for a 3-yard, you feel me? So they classified me with level 2 points and everything, and they had just shifted the point system from basically making higher points, lower levels and shit like that, to basically give like a more of a cushion. So many people weren't going to them 4s and them 3s, you feel me? So I ended up going to a 2. So basically a 2 there is a dorm. It's dorm living. But you got to remember, the reason why I brought up county jail, I just did 11 months in a cell. So to go from a cell to a dorm, man, that shook me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shook me walking through them doors, and I seen just a gang of different people out there wilding out. Everybody, you know, you got car games going on. You got people washing clothes. You got food being cooked. You know what I'm saying? You got all different types of things going on. You know, and in reception, it's a blackout period. So, but what I mean by a blackout period is this. A blackout period is like, ain't no phones, and it's only mail. You only get yard once a week. You get what I'm saying? So basically, you inside that dorm, you know, all day, every day, writing letters, you know what I'm saying, reading books, different things like that. So, you know, that blackout period, you know, and being pent up like that with so many people, also being in a very racially segregated environment, also with gang violence thrown into that, it makes it to where everybody's tense. Everybody, you know, everybody's tense. So they called, you know, reception basically the Thunderdome for the most part. Reception was where everybody got them up at, no matter what hood you was from. So you got the blacks on one side, because the reception is broken into 3 sides. So I walk in there, I see all 3 sides. You got the blacks on one side, A side, you can say. You got the Mexicans on one side, B side, you can say. And on C side, you got the white boys, right? So with the blacks, you got different gangs. So you got Crip gangs, blood gangs, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And then you got, with the Mexicans, you got, you know, the Bulldogs, you know, the Serenos, Norteños, they're all right there, or whatever, you know, even though, you know, they enemies and shit like that. But once you hit that pin, a lot of the time, you feel me, it's all about race. It don't really have nothing to do with the gang shit like that, unless it's like a in-house type of beef. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's more or less just straight up, you know, racial vibes. You know what I'm saying? Racial shit is popping. It's not even on no gang shit really, you know. So I walk up in there, of course, you know, blacks greet me, the brothers greet me, you know. Oh, what's going on? Where you from, bro? Oh, I'm from, you know, I'm from Peru. Okay, cool. Well, you just go up there. One of your homies is over here. That's what people start doing initially, because, you know, they point you out to your homies that's from your hood, because your homies is initially supposed to take care of you with like care packages and shit. So some people come in there with like indigent that don't have nothing. They don't got no food. They don't got no soap to wash their ass. They don't got none of that. You feel me? So what the homies would do from your hood, they'll break you off a package or whatever, make sure you straight or whatever the case, and give you the rundown of the pod or the dorm that you in and what's popping, you know, the politics, certain things that's going on. You get what I'm saying? So me being fresh in, me not having no real knowledge of nothing, I had to get all the way laced up when it came to, you know, hey man, there ain't no phones. There is a blackout period. Hey brother, the canteen, you just missed canteen. You feel me? Canteen draws is this day, and this day, according to your last 2 numbers of your CDCR number. They give you a CDCR number. You know, you get a number when you go to the pen. So according to your last 2 numbers of your number, or your last your last 2 numbers of your actual whole number, they that's when you can go to canteen and go shop and get food and stuff from the store or whatever. You know, and until then, you know, you can't go and eat or none of that. You got to just basically rock it out on state food or whatever the case may be, unless your homies is taking care of you or something. You got somebody, you know, looking out for you, whatever. So I get up in there, man, I'm looking at people in the environment. I see how segregated it was. I go up there, speak to my partners and everything like that, you know. And my boy told me right when I got in, he said, hey, homie, you know one of these niggas gonna try you, right? I said, what you mean, bro? He's like, nah, bro, trust me. He's like, hey, it's Thunderdome time, bro. You know what it is. We up in here shooting phase. He's like, one of these niggas gonna try you, bro. So at that point in my mind, right, I had already initially told myself, I'm setting the demo and I'm trying one of these niggas. You feel me? Because I'm gonna let it be known, nigga, I'm not that nigga that you can think you just try. Because I'm that first, it's my first time in, or a lot of my homies from my actual hood ain't up in here, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? So at that point on, it was already on and cracking in my mind. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a situation, right? Or take any situation I get put in and capitalize on it to be able to set a demo. So that way motherfuckers don't play with me going ahead or going backwards. Because one thing about prison politics, lads, I don't know if you know about this, brother, but out here, that shit follow you from penitentiary to penitentiary. So, you know, you go to reception, which is considered a penitentiary, it's gonna follow you from there to whatever penitentiary you land in. And plus you might be in the same reception center as a nigga that seen you get marked out, and he gonna tell every single person on that yard that you got marked out in that reception center, and it's over with. You feel me? So it's best to just go ahead and lay your demo down. Really, any yard you hit, it's best to just go ahead and lay it all the way down and get it all the way live. That way niggas don't continue to check you. If niggas check you, or if you just don't want nobody to fuck with you, period, just go ahead and lay it down. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. I laid mine down off the rip. So, you know, that next morning, you know, after peeping game and seeing the environment, you know, getting up in there, you know what I'm saying? Actually, you know, sleeping, I was tired, bro, after that ride and everything, you know what I mean? Get some food in me, whatever. I wake up, like I said, it's nothing to do. Niggas is bored. You know what I'm saying? There's no TVs really. You know, you got one TV in the day room. There's no phones, really no yard. So people shooting, they playing cards. You know what I'm saying? People was gambling and shit. And most stuff, like most real life action, I'm gonna tell you this too off rip, like most real life action in the penitentiary, you know, is over gambling or over some type of debt or a drug debt or something like that. Most fights and stabbings and shit like that is over, you know, drug debts, gambling, you know, and disrespect for the most part. You know what I mean? It just, that's really what it comes down to. You know, it's over gang shit too, but it just depends. Like I said, it's more or less over those what I mentioned. So, you know, I didn't do drugs and nothing like that. I didn't indulge. So I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go play some cards, and I didn't even know how to play cards. You feel me? I asked my boy from the hood, I'm gonna just call him T, my boy T from the hood. I asked him, hey bro, show me how to play like some poker or something. Like, show me how to play. That way I can kind of get a feel for playing and shit like that. So that way I can go get some money, because canteen ain't draw. Like you said, I miss canteen draw. So I need some food and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to eat while I'm up in here. I'm gonna go scrape them or whatever. You know, just show me how to play real quick. If I lose, I'll lose, bro. Like, it's cool. So he showed me how to play, gave me a little crash course or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up going downstairs, you know, and playing on the poker table, you know, with all the brothers and shit. I ended up winning a couple games. I won like, man, let me think. I won like maybe like 3 or 4 hands, right? I won like 3 or 4 hands. But there was one dude, bro, like, I'm winning and shit, but he getting mad. Like, it's crazy because certain people are poor sports. Like, even in the penitentiary, niggas get mad. They get their ass and they show, they get all flared up now. They stomping and rapping and raging and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can see it in their face. You know, he grilling me, really, really grilling me, right? Over these card games and this stupid ass box lunches, because we wager in lunches. You get a box lunch there. So a box lunch is just basically bread and peanut butter and jelly, some cookies, you know what I'm saying, and some crackers or whatever, right? And a juice. That's what you get. And a bag lunch is bullshit though. A bag lunch is straight garbage, bro. It's fucking bologna and 2 pieces of bread, and that's really it, and some graham crackers, bro. Like, you don't get none of, you know what I mean? So nobody was really fucking with them bag lunches like how they was fucking with them box lunches. But we was basically wagering that because nobody really had canteen at this time. You get what I'm saying? So we basically rocking like that, like shit. And I'm over here sitting at the table like, I'm finna eat regardless, right? I'm finna get them, right? So I'm winning this shit by the luck, bro. I won a couple hands or whatever. But on this last hand, you know, he go in, I go in, boom, right? And I lose, bro. I lose. So I'm like, he go, hey, bro, you gonna pay me? I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. On trip. I'm gonna give you a box lunch for me later on in the day. So this was my chance and my opportunity to capitalize on that demo, homie, because, bro, you was looking at me crazy the whole card game anyway. And on top of that, you feel me, I'm gonna let all these other motherfuckers up in here know what it is not to fuck with me, period. You feel me? So what I did is I told him, like, nah, bro, fuck you and that box lunch, bro. I'm giving you a bag lunch, bro. When I seen him later on that night, he's like, what? You just gonna do me like that? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do you like that, bro. I'm not even finna even go into all the extras with you, bro. Like, I'm not. You know, it's either you're gonna take this bag lunch or we're gonna get them up and we're gonna get it how you live, bro. And then, you know, we just do it like that. And this is another brother, so certain things came into play with this. It's like with other brothers and shit in the pen, bro, you know, you don't snake other brothers. I don't know how it is out there, but you don't snake, you don't just steal on them. Boom. You know, you give other brothers fair ones and shit like that, especially if it's a personal beef or vendetta between y'all, because you don't want to get no other, like, you don't want to get hood politics involved in that. You get what I'm saying? Because that can cause and stir up a whole bunch of shit. And with me and him being from 2 different hoods, that's exactly what it was going to do. It was going to stir up and cause a whole bunch of shit. And I personally really wasn't ready to go down that road, bro. You know what I'm saying? And neither was my homie. So I was like, you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna just catch this fade one-on-one, lay my demo down, you feel me? Let niggas know what it is. And that way everybody fall back. It is cool. It ain't gonna cause no riots. Ain't nobody gonna get poked up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna jump into nothing. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be a straight up one-on-one fade. You feel me? Straight up. So after I told him that or whatever, he's like, all right, for sure, we line it up. So, bro, in receptionists like this, you do a mandatory 3 to 6 months People in there is not trying to get caught for no fight to get an extra 90 days in there. People is not trying to get caught for no nothing, right? So a lot of times what people do, they wait till the CO go into the office, because he go to the office, he go to sleep or whatever at nighttime, your night CO, they go to sleep and you get him up, you know what I'm saying? And you get him up under the cover of night before he do his walk, or before he come out after you hear all the noise, a commotion, to be able to hit that alarm. And then, you know, then it's all bad at that point. They coming through checking knuckles, they got you stripped by the end of your bed and everything, checking everything to make sure, like, to see who did it, because, you know, ain't nobody finna say nothing. They going off for evidence and shit like that, you know what I mean? So what happened was, cool, we gonna get him up at nighttime, bro. When the CO go to the office, he do his last walk, we getting him up, right? So everybody knew about this or whatever, but I went to the sideline and I told one of my partners, actually one of my crip partners from Hoover, I told him, I'm like, look, bro, I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but I'm like, look, bro, make sure ain't nobody jump in, bro, and this shit don't become an extra ordeal or bigger than what it's supposed to be, because, you know, I'm a Paru nigga, I'm fighting this crip nigga, but it's not even on no gang shit. This is about some debt owed type shit and just what it is, right? So I let him know, like, you know what I mean, basically what was finna go down. So cool. I let him know what was finna go down or whatever the case. He's like, yeah, Marshall, I got you, no trip. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody, I'm gonna regulate, you know what I mean? Make sure ain't nobody come up in here with no nothing, no burners, ain't nobody jumping in, ain't nobody packing you out, ain't nobody doing none of that, you feel me? Y'all can get a fair one in, you know what I mean? And after that, it can be squashed and settled, you feel